Hello, hola, bonjour, hey, y'all. My name is Merc. Welcome back to the Narc Alert. You, my mods are so mean to me. Hey, hey, happy Saturday. How's everybody doing? Are you having a fantastic Saturday? What's your weather like? Is it hot where you are? It's about 40 Celsius right now where I am. Skier. YouTube fail again. Skier clicked the notification bell like an hour ago and they never got notified. Yeah, I'm telling you. YouTube and Merc. What can I tell you? It's hot everywhere, it looks like. There's storms rolling in for Bobby. Hot where Coco is. 26, Vanessa. That's not so too bad. 100 for Alyssa. 95 and humid. Yeah, it's hot everywhere. I do have to go get cream, actually, after the stream. To the mods. But I didn't order anything. I figured I'll take my ass out to the store. It's just cheaper. Hey, today is Stephanie's 11th wedding anniversary. Happy anniversary, Stephanie. 11 years. Stephanie scored a nice espresso machine from Hubs. That's nice. Yeah, you were right. And I did around 3 o'clock. I thought maybe I should order something. And I thought, oh, God, no, it'll come during the stream. I better wait. And then I thought, I don't really need that much. I'll just go after. Pop out. Do a little pop out. I mean, I do live in the most walkable location on the damn planet. There's no excuse for not popping out. We're not making fun of you. It's the truth. I think it's more about the delivery than the content, Miss Ella. Mm. Hey, before I forget, Fluffy McFlufferston was number 1 today, followed closely by Heather Crikey. I do that because I know it pisses her off. And Stephanie pulling in 3rd. So thank you guys for being the top 3 to show up in the chat today. Hey, Heather, it could have been worse. I could have done the shrimp on the Barbie one. Oh, Heather, are you going to throw a shrimp on the Barbie? I bet she loves that one. It's so stupid. Crikey. I love making fun of Heather. Oh, by the way, he's here. Well, his bum is here. Maybe we can lure him out with some treats later. Yes, Val, Richard and Snork's birthday was yesterday. And last year we celebrated Snork's birthday for about 3 or 4 months. Almost a year. Thank you, Coco, for your members chat. Keep it up, Snork. You're not going to get that cheesecake when you come. We'll drag him out. We'll drag him out later for sure. And I have my coffee and I have some coconut water. It's not actually Roar. It's just coconut water. It's so good. It's so good. Beef Wellington? Oh, that's fancy, Heather. Oh, he just pulled his butt in. Did you see that? He was like, yeah, no, you don't even get my butt. Dude, it's work day. Real. You're supposed to come to work today. Ass. Let's see. Do you think he just had supper, so I don't know how pliable he'll be with this. But lately he's been very food motivated with the treats. He's tired. Yeah, he only sleeps 20 hours a day. I love you guys who are all like, I don't want to wake up the cat. Wake up the cat? The cat sleeps 20 hours a day. Cat's waiting for you to wake him up. Nothing is happening under that blanket. Riri. Oh, here he comes. Boy, when he changes his mind. Boom. And there he is. Mr. Man. I was taking a couple of videos of him earlier because the lighting was perfect and his eyes were like amazingly blue. It looks like they're filtered. I know, Bobo. Here he is. For some snacks. It's crunch time. Kropka came to watch. Oh, you're spilling all over the place. There you go, Bobo. He's a good boy. He's been so cuddly today. He's been very cuddly today. Yeah, he'll go right back under the blade. You're right, Val. Oh, the mushroom case? I keep seeing the headlines, and I think I should get into that one, and I haven't been. You guys are talking about that mushroom case where people were killed. Are you the most handsome man of all the handsome men? Bobo? Anyway, it's enough cat. Well, it's exhausting being as beautiful as this, and he's probably going to have to go back and have a nap in a minute, right? No, he says, don't touch me. You've got food on your hands. MTJ, thank you for being here. MTJ said she left work early to be here. Appreciate you. It involves food, so it's in my wheelhouse. Oh, Sadie says, hello, everyone. I've missed you. Hey, Sadie, how you doing? How you doing? This coffee's really good. Don't tell Costa Rica it's not. It's actually Tim Hortons, but it's just really. I'm really enjoying Tim. I just ran out of Costa Rican coffee, so I bought Tim Hortons the other day, expecting it to kind of go, bleh. But it's kind of nice. It's kind of caramely. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's okay. The killer mushroom. There was a Law and Order where somebody put poison mushrooms on somebody else's dinner. We missed him. He's already in there. Like that, he went in there. Oh no, you get a tail. Where's the sloth? Can't you see him? I think I can zoom in on this camera, but I don't want my face to be in there because, it's my face. And I'm old. Here. Oh. Wait. Wait. Oh, see him? He's in the tree. He made it to the top. He'll have to stay up there till he comes down to poop. Usually about once a week they come down, so he made it all the way to the top. Yeah, I got up this morning. I was like, where the hell is the sloth? Oh, there he is, up in the top of the tree where he belongs. Thinks he's in the canopy. Shows everything but sloth. What? I tried. So YouTube is always listening, right? How much is YouTube always listening? Last night in the Discord we watched a theater version of Doctor Strangelove, and I didn't even stream it. I just watched it. And this morning my homepage on YouTube is full of Doctor Strangelove videos. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Like it's wild how it listens, isn't it? Yeah, that was Richard's selection. Now this is crooked and that's gonna bother me. Hang on. Oh no. That's okay. You get a lot of therapy ads. Fluffy. Hey, good morning, Mary. Mary's up. It's early in the Philippines. Ren says, Realmar says, sometimes I think of something and start getting ads for it. Makes me somewhat That's freaky, isn't it? That's freaky. It's freaky, man. It's like, it's not even, it's just too much. I mean, to be honest, I don't hate it. Like they say, you want to opt out of targeted ads. Why would I want to opt out of targeted ads? I'd rather see ads that you think I actually want to see than a bunch of ads for stupid shit that I never would look at. So, I mean, I don't care. If I'm going to get ads, I'd rather get them fed to me to my preferences. But it's weird, man. It's really weird. Heather says we're in the staff room talking at work. We always see ads pop up about the topic when we go look at our phones. That's wild, right? That is wild. AI is too advanced, Coco says. The ads I want to see are none, to be honest. Well, fair. How about Prime? How much is Prime pissing me off? A few months ago, they said, now if you have to pay for Prime on Amazon, or you can keep it, but they're going to run ads. And so, of course, I'm not paying for that. I bet you very few people converted to paid, and they started feeding us ads, but it wasn't so bad. And then, like last night, I think, or the night before, we were watching something. We were watching Naked and Afraid, and the last hour of the show was like network TV. The last hour of the show, there would literally be 2 minutes of show and an ad, 2 minutes of show and an ad. 2 minutes, like it was worse than network television. I might have to stop watching Prime altogether. It's too much, man. Yeah, well, there's a couple of ads we do like. Hey, Mary's in Tokyo visiting family. Oh, that's nice. Mary gets to be traveling. Whoa, 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 Bath Depot. We like that one. We turn that one up. But there's like the kill it. Sometimes they go on like a Killigay chicken where it's every ad is Killigay chicken. We just turn that. We mute them. But it was too much last night. Like I don't mind a couple of ads. I can deal. But it was. I can't even tell you how many ads. Or the hot air balloon company. We don't mind that one. But like, okay, last night they were advertising It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia has started their new season. I'm so excited. I know a bunch of you guys have already watched the first 2 episodes. I haven't. I've been saving them. Because I think we need at least 3 before we do a stream for that, because we're gonna want to binge. One little 20-minute episode of Sunny is not gonna be enough for us. So I want to wait till at least next week, and then we can watch 3 in a row. Killigate, Chick-fil-A, Bobby, Chick-fil-A. It's spelt like this in my head. In the rules in my head, this is how it's spelled. That's the fast food company to which I'm referring. YouTube rejected my comment. This usually means they think it's a spam. Oh, because it says kill a gay. YouTube, I didn't mean it. My tongue is in cheek. It's about the company, not about... Oh, YouTube. Look at this. I'll screen cap it, and I'll post it in the Discord later. That's funny. I know. I'm gonna get banned now. They're gonna cancel me. Oh, fuck again. I'm too old to keep getting canceled. If the live stops, it's my fault. I was just talking about the bad chicken place. I've never had that chicken. I think it's fried chicken. I can get fried chicken anywhere. They're not going to ban me for that. You want to see the numbers on my Pride stream? I didn't stream Pride, but I did Amberlynn Pride. I stream Pride on Discord, but not on YouTube. On YouTube, that Saturday, I did a Amberlynn Reid Pride reaction and made it a very prideful thumbnail. And let's say, without giving numbers, my rate of pay per 1,000 views is 1/10 of what it normally is. Tell me that's not a coincidence. Like, they always range. Your rate of pay on YouTube, it changes every damn video. You never know what you're getting paid. I'll say the range is insane. Sometimes I've had some that pay over $100 per 1,000 views. Now, within a day, that rate starts dropping. It's like this weird fluky thing. But, sometimes it's as low as 10. So it's impossible to tell what they're going to pay. But the Pride videos, they pay. It's shameful. It's literally shameful. I think my Pride stream from last year, I bet you I haven't made $5. Let's look for fun. I did a Pride stream last year, right? Where I actually went out for about 2 hours, walked around in the heat, streamed Pride. It was oh so much fun, even though the camera got funky sometimes. But I looked the other day and I thought, wow, that's insane, man. Tell me there's not a problem. Live from Toronto Pride. From last year. I'll be completely transparent with you here because it's had 0 revenue? What the fuck? Did they demonetize it? It's made $0. That's weird. It's not demonetized. YouTube, what the fuck? That is wild. That is wild. I mean, I know it's always low. I gotta look again. That must be a glitch. Come on. Live from Toronto Pride Analytics. There's something weirdly wrong here. It also says it's had only 309 views, and I know it's had a little more than that. Really? I mean, it doesn't even give me a rate. It's not about how low it doesn't even give me a rate. That's wild. There's something weird there. I used to hear creators in the LGBTQ plus space complain about that sort of thing. And I didn't think it was true till I started uploading Pride videos, and I noticed, I don't know, it could be a coincidence. But it's remarkably low. Lower rate of pay. That must be a glitch. There's something glitchy going on there. Like, even if the views are low, it should tell you your revenue per your RPM, your CPM. I did 2 streams last year, Ella, because it said part 2, the one I was looking at, which was the longer one. Who knows? Who knows? So yeah, when I do the Pride stuff, it's certainly not to make any money. That's why I did it on Discord this year. Might as well do it on Discord where I can really chill and just not worry about any of the rules. Because I'm not making any dough off it anyway, right? It's just for the fun of it. Just for the fun of it. Diet Coke. So hey, how about that Amberlynn Reid? Don't worry, my next vlog will be up sooner than you think. Well, I was thinking Wednesday. So, I guess I was wrong. And then, we thought maybe today. No. Hey, I think we need to run a pollment on this Amberlynn Reid situation. Can I ask you guys something? We need a pollment. Her live stream is supposed to be tomorrow. Her public live stream is supposed to be tomorrow. Do you think she will show up for her live stream? I have a feeling she's going to ghost us. I have a feeling she's going to ghost us, you guys. Yeah, the vlog on Monday is when she said The next one will be up sooner than you think. And we haven't heard Hyde or we haven't heard anything from her yet. We do need new lol cows because this is like we're really draining the well dry on this one. I tell you, like even when she comes back, she's not interesting. But that's why we're starting to branch out a little bit. We'll do Anna a bit and see how that goes. And then we'll find other people that can be interesting. We'll figure it out. I know that most of you guys, we're here for the community, not for Amber. So, you know, we just need to find something that another person our community wants to rally around in the strange and demented way that we rally around people. Um, like if you've been thinking about grabbing a channel membership and you figure Grover's is so slow, I don't think it's worth it, get in the Discord. Who wants to go in an Amberlynn Reid Discord? I gotta tell you, our Discord is very little about Amberlynn Reid. We have maybe 3 threads. We've got an Amberverse thread. We have an other Amberlynn Reid reactors threads where we talk about any of the other reaction channels. We have a thread called Vile ALR that's kind of like 18 plus. Like if you want to talk anything about her sex life or anything like that goes in there. It's not bad. It's just, we don't want to talk about that in the main thread. And I think there's a TikTok. There's one thread where the mods post any new Instagrams or TikToks. And that is it. We probably have 20 other threads in that Discord. We do all kinds of fun things in there. We've got our Better Than Yesterday thing. We do karaoke. We play games. We stream every night. We do all kinds of shit in there. Hey, Bobby, thanks for jumping aboard. Bobby Allen Roach, brand new member. Welcome to the fam, Bobby. Lenny says, I don't even mod the Vile thread. Lenny, nobody does. It's the best behaved thread on the Discord. Although, to be honest, we had our, in the beginning, everybody goes through learning curves and little bumps and stuff. But I got to tell you, the last year or so on our Discord has really been tremendous. Like, we don't have a lot of problems. We don't have a lot of issues. People don't fight. We can have really healthy, spirited disagreements. Freya is one of our members. I don't think she's here right now, but Freya and I, man, we get into practical boxing matches over issues. But it's okay. We're okay. We're adult enough to agree to disagree and respect each other's opinions. It's fun in there, I'm telling you. Very little about Amber, but if you need your Amber fix, the Amberverse is pretty much always busy. Although I will say lately, Amberverse has gotten very slow because she doesn't do anything. There's no need to talk. Alyssa, thank you for gifting 5 new members. God, this coffee is so good today. Also, the travel thing, guys. Think about the Amazon. I would love 4 brave Lurts to come with me. I'll go alone if I have to. I'm fine with that. But I would love to share that experience with you guys. Look at how Val has changed since Costa Rica. Sometimes an amazing adventure can just speak to your heart and soul. I think Val got the bug the way I did the first time I went down there. Miss Tomato Jam, come to the Amazon. Do you know how much fun we would have? Holy shit. We would never stop laughing. Any updates on the nonprofit? No, I haven't even had a meeting with my board of directors yet. I gotta tell you, I've done sweet dick all this week. I've done sweet dick all. What have I done? A couple videos, cleaned the house, did some laundry. Oh, this morning I planted sunflowers. I know it's a little late in the season. Val, member for 37 months. Val said, I did not change. I'm still rude. Except he said it like this. I did not change. I'm still rude. Doobie doobie doo. Doobie doobie doo. Fuck, I'll never forget Val standing waist deep in the ocean with 2 Barbie dolls. Doopy-doo, doopy-doo, doopy-doo. Fucking one of the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe I didn't get it on film. Racy and I were trying so hard to catch him on film. French noises. Exactly, Ella. Well, it started out because it was a joke. He was telling us about how they were making fun of old men make these French noises, and then they were making fun of his own dad because they caught his dad making those noises. But guess who else makes them? Dooby doo, dooby dooby doo. Val. Val. And now I've got the countdown to Snork. Alyssa rented some lurts. I think I said, did I not say that? I said, Alyssa, thank you for gifting 5 amazing new lurts. Yes, countdown to Snork now. About 3 weeks, I think. 3.5 weeks or so till Snorky comes for 3 or 4 days. Let's hope we get all this hot weather out of the way before you get here. I mean, we already had our 46 Celsius days. We should be better, right? I don't want a melty Snork. I don't want a melty Merc either. It's nice to be able to go out and do things. We'll go to the island, though. Even if it's super hot, Toronto Island's a little cooler. It's so nice out there. Yay, we'll go to the island. Snorky, you want to go kayaking? We could go kayaking at the island. Oh, it'll be fun. It's probably too expensive. Stupid Toronto. Stupid Toronto. I think last time it was like $30 for an hour. But I like that they just give you the kayak and you just go out on your own. It's not like you have to go with anybody. Jan, that's okay. I often forget. Jack says I'll go kayaking as long as there's a picnic after. I love kayaking. I miss kayaking. Oh, God. Kayaking around Monkey Island was one of the best. The water was like glass. I can't. Kristen's kayaking tomorrow in Arizona. That'll be nice. Oh, that's nice. Is it like rough kayaking? Like, is it like, I think of Arizona, I think of whitewater river rafting, which is not kayaking. Anyway, Valentine, thank you for gifting 5 members. Valentine has rented himself 5 new lurts. Everybody get together and make French noises. Dooby dooby doo. Oh, it's a lake. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Alyssa couldn't go to a camping thing because of the fire. I'm sorry, Alyssa. Aaliyah, thank you for gifting a member. Aaliyah's been around like almost since day dot. I love that expression. I know it's Australian. I'm taking it. I love it. Sadie was kayaking today. Oh my God, I'm so jealous, you guys. I am so jealous, you guys. I'm happy to see all you guys that like to go out and do these things too. Go touch water. Let's not touch grass. Let's touch water. Today I touched dirt. For my, you don't understand camp? No, of course, Lenny, you wouldn't understand camping. It's not your thing. I want to do that survival thing in the Amazon so bad, but I don't think I can. So I planted sunflower seeds today. I got these packages of seeds made up when we had the memorial for my mom when my mom passed, because sunflowers were her favorite flower. So I got these little packages made up with her name and the date and blah, blah, blah. It says plant these flowers in memory of her. So I found a pack of those and I thought, I gotta pack those. We've got a rooftop garden on the roof of my building. So I went and planted my sunflower seeds with my neighbor this morning. Jenny's got some plants up there. So we went and did little urban gardening this morning. It's nice up there. It's very nice up there. Last summer, I used to I don't know if you recall, I used to have to cook and have dinner with my mother every single night. And in the summer, I would bring her up to the roof patio because it was a nice little change pace. So I thought it was appropriate to plant the sunflowers up there. So I hope they grow. I know it's a little late in the season to plant them, but there's lots of sun up there, so they should do okay. Anyway, enough chitter chatter. Amberlynn Reid, let's see what's going on with this poll. Do we think she's going to do this live stream tomorrow? I don't know if she will. Whoa, 76% of you think she is not going to do the live stream tomorrow. Wow, you guys are with me, right? Yeah, I'm afraid she's going to cancel it too, because she said it was public. And I bet you now she's freaking out because she doesn't want to do a public. Like we were saying, how's she going to do a public live stream? She's got, at the peak of her chat, 25 chatters. So even if she's got, 585 silent members, she's only got 25 chatters. Half of them don't make it through the whole live stream as it is. And the 10 that were remaining said to her, we don't want to chat if you're doing a public stream. We don't want to be chatting. We don't want to be exposed like that. So what if she goes live and the 10 people in chat don't show up because they don't want to chat publicly? Like, all she can do, her whole content comes from her chat. And if there's no one chatting, she has nothing. I wonder if she's starting to realize this is a big fucking mistake, this thing. Doesn't winter start in Canada next week? No. Dude, it was 46 Celsius last week. You think she'll cancel? She needs the AdSense. Ella says there were 6 left at the end, and she started timing people out. Yeah. She thinks people will pay just to say mean things to her. Yeah, and I think she's right, but I don't think it'll be like it used to be. Vamp says she was only getting so many super chats in the breakup era of Beck. No one is going to be there for... Yeah, exactly. I don't think it's going to be what it used to be. Vanessa says she'll have to do public chat. See, that's her biggest fear, though, because then it'll be a nightmare. She wants to... See, the way she's doing it now is only the people who love her can talk, but everybody can pay money to talk shit. So that's a perfect balance for her. But if nobody shows up to chat, she's got no content. She doesn't know what to do. Honestly, I could sit here and talk to the wall for 4 hours and amuse myself. I don't think she's capable of doing that. Like, public chat is only gonna... It will help only to a certain extent, because if it's all trolls, that's content for us, but it's not really content for her. What's that in American freedom degrees? What's 46 Celsius in Fahrenheit?
46 degrees Celsius is 114.8 degrees Fahrenheit.
It's 114.8 degrees Fahrenheit. Hot. Too damn hot. Costa Rica level hot. Does the wall talk back? Jerry, not since I stopped doing acid. One night I was high on acid, and I was in the bathroom, and the bathroom wallpaper was ferns, and I was looking at it, and I was thinking, good Lord, this drug is wild. Like, those leaves are really getting bigger. Those leaves are really growing. They're getting bigger. And then I banged my head into the wall. The leaves weren't getting bigger. I was moving closer to the wall while I was looking at it. Dope is for dopes, I tell you. I'll never forget that. It was so funny. Because if any of you have done that, there is a certain breathing thing that happens. Everything breathes. I'm sure it's just an optical nerve thing, but Everything kind of looks like it's pulsing or breathing. So these little ferns were pulsing and breathing and growing. It was wild until I smashed my oops. Okay, they're not growing. Many decades since I did that sort of thing, but oh, I did enjoy that. Okay, kind of like an acid trip is Disneyland. I don't know. I had no other segue. Since Amber's not giving us any content, we're going to look at Anna Glitter and Lasers again. My God, I've been yapping a long time today. I'm sorry. But that's what timestamps are for. So welcome to the first timestamp. We're going to talk about Anna from Glitter and Lasers and her video where she goes to Disney World. It's actually more of her, it's more of an instructional video for those of you who are in bigger bodies. I love that phrase, bigger bodies. You know, to help you. You know, we looked at that plus-sized park hoppers. We looked at those gals a while ago. They got a TikTok. You know, they're big gals, and they go around the park and see what they can fit in and what they can't fit in, and they pass along that knowledge to other bigger bodies. It's kind of like that. That's kind of what she's doing. Clitter? Oh, tip tap. That almost sounds dirty. Let's just, okay, she's on 480. Let's crank up Anna's volume a bit. So this video from Anna is entitled, Is Disney... Oh, by the way, the second video I thought we might look at if we've got time and we feel like it is an Amberlynn Reid video that's very low views. 1,500 views. And it's her talking about her gallstones and her liver from way back in the day. So I thought that might be a fun retro to look at. You probably never saw it. It's only got 1,500 views. But we're going to start with Anna. So this is called, Is Disney Magic Really for All? Come on now. Exploring park accessibility for diverse guests. Diverse guests? You mean big people? I don't know, where's the diversity coming in here? Girl, you're about as white as I am. I mean, we get lost in the sheets at night. Girl, you're white. All right, get ready. Incoming. Oh, I got to move over, I think. And I can't touch this mic because so far nobody's been complaining, so I think it's okay. Boom, there she is. There's Anna. There's Anna. See, now this is what this is the accessory that Amber needs for her dress. She needs the ears, man. Don't you think? Ella, I agree. Ella, can you ban Heather now? Thank you.
Love Disney. And as a result, one of the questions I get all of the time is Disney plus size friendly? Is Disney accessible? What rides can I ride at Disney? And it really got me thinking a lot about how we make this channel useful. And what ended up happening is I was like, you know what? I want to help you know if the adventure you're about.
It's from 2 years ago. This is from her second channel, maybe second channel, third channel, I don't know. Lainey, why are you drawing right now? Lainey, you're moderating. What are you doing in Drawing with Buddies right now? I've got my notifications on. Oh, really? I just got a notification that said Lainey just sent you a picture. I'm like, girl, I don't have time to draw right now. Don't care. It was just funny. It's all content. I have content brain. This is 2 years ago. What was I going to say? This is her second channel. Her main channel, which is huge. Right now I look at it and all she does is hauls. Like haul after haul after haul. And you can't do a reaction much to a haul. I mean, what else are we going to say? The pink elephant in the room is her size. And I don't really care. I don't want to pick on her size and talk about how misfit I think her clothes are. That's not fair, and that's not what we're about. So this channel only has 20,000 subscribers, and this one's called Glitter and Lasers Adventures. Now, she hasn't uploaded here in about a year either because, as I know, travel's expensive. Unless you're a really good travel vlogger and you got tons of sponsors and stuff, You can't travel all the time. Plus, I'm imagining at her size might be difficult.
About to get yourself into is something you're going to be able to do successfully. So John and I sat down
God,
and
you
we
look like
came
a
up with like
fool.
a scale of a way for us to kind of rate different things about an activity. Say, for example, going to Disney.
She looks like a pile of Mickey Mouse crap. Like, her body is shaped like this, and then the stupid thing on the top. Oh, God.
Disney.
Sorry.
So you can better be
Not
informed
sorry.
when planning your next adventure. So we're going to actually introduce that to you today, and we would love all of the feedback you can give us because, again, this is our first shot. We may not have gotten it right. In fact, I'm fairly confident we didn't get it right because very rarely does anyone get it
She
perfect
does.
the first time. So we're going to introduce you to what we call spilling.
No, you know, and I know it's rude, but you know the poop emoji? She's that shape. It's like the poop emoji shape.
Of the travel. T
Sorry.
stands for terrain. How is the path? Is it clear? Does it have cobblestones? Are there scrambles? Is there any change in altitude? Is there hills,
Scrambles.
stairs, other things that get in your way that you have to like overcome
What's
in
a
regards
scramble?
to the terrain?
What's a scramble? Is that an American term for something? What's a scramble? I've never heard of that before. Oh, you don't know either? Is there a scramble? I don't understand. Oh, okay, none of you guys have heard of this word. She said that, though, right? The context is these are the things. This is how she's going to rate for plus-size travel. They've got criteria that they mark on. And one of the criteria that they mark on is, I guess it's accessibility, but I forget the term she used. Let her go
Like,
here.
does anyone get anything perfect the first time? So we're going to introduce you to what we call spilling all of the travel. T stands for terrain.
Terrain.
How is the path? Is it clear? Does it have cobblestones? Are there scrambles? Is there any change in altitude? Is there hills, stairs, other things that get in your way?
Oh, eggs. Oh, eggs. Is the path clear? Are there stairs? And if there are stairs, are there eggs at the top of the stairs? Oh, I can't get it.
Way that you have to
Thank you, guys.
overcome in regards to the terrain. Ease stands for ease of participation. So this is going to include things like climate. Is it super hot? Is it super humid? But also things like, is there places to sit down and take a break? Is there food and water nearby? Is there restrooms? Is there shade or is it full sun the whole time? Can I step inside and get some air conditioning somewhere? Also with that will be things like pace. How fast does this adventure go? And then also physical. Do I need any extra physicality to do? So how easy is it for me to participate
So all
in
the same
this
thing,
specific
basically.
activity? Last is accessibility. We're going to be looking at things
Oh,
like
wait. Susan got it for us. Susan 69. Susan says, a scramble means a short period of time where you have to walk quickly over some kind of non-smooth surface. Well, look at that, Susan. Thank you for teaching us something today. Yeah, I know what it means to scramble, but she said if there's a scramble. A short period of time where you have to walk quickly over some kind of Doesn't really sound that complicated, but okay.
wheelchair accessible? Are there things that are or boundaries that would prevent it from being accessible to some group of people? Is it size inclusive? Can you ride the
Oh, Lainey, that sounds right too. Google's telling them scrambles are when you have to use your hands to get up a hill or whatever. That I've been there. Yeah, she did. She didn't want to do that. Now I don't think Disney World has a lot of that going on, girl. You're probably fine. You're not hiking the Andes.
rides? Can you fit
Relax.
the harnesses? Is it comfortable for someone in a bigger body? We'll also look at things like weight requirements. And if there are stairs, are there ramps? And are there vehicles or support for people who might need a wheelchair in park or may choose to use a wheelchair? So I said in part because we're talking about Disney today. But that's our new scale. Again, spilling all the tea on travel. And I thought
You should not be allowed to choose to use a wheelchair unless you truly have a handicap. You know, like my mom, when she was 90, she could walk, but she couldn't walk very far, and she certainly couldn't walk at any normal speed. So, yeah, we would choose a wheelchair. in that case. But just because you're too tired to walk around, you're going to choose a wheelchair? If you're too tired because you're too big, then you accommodate yourself in other ways. You take frequent breaks. You choose vacations that are not that physical. You don't take a wheelchair away from people that need a goddamn wheelchair.
First video, because I literally just went, that Disney made the most obvious option. And this way, I'm not telling you whether it works for you or not, because I really don't like that. I really don't like telling anyone what they are and are not capable of, because lots of people have thought I'm capable of far less than I actually am.
True.
Instead, I want to empower you with the information you need to make the decision.
I believe that she's capable of far less than she's shown us, but I'm going to tell you something. I did watch this video in advance just to make sure it was worthy of you people. And she doesn't really show us doing a whole lot in Disneyland. I'm going to say that. It's packaged nicely, but she glosses over it, and I'm telling you, there's very little footage of her doing anything. So keep that in mind as you're watching it.
That's best for you. We're going to rate these on a scale from 0 to 5 stars. 5 stars being, oh my gosh, it met all the criteria, no matter what, this is going to work. To 1 star being, please avoid at all costs, you may get hurt, even if you are the most physically active and together person. So let's get to spilling all the tea on Disney travel. So first, let's start with terrain. Disney is immaculately good at this.
Yeah.
All of the roads are fairly smooth. All of the locations.
From what I've seen, Disney really knows their audience, okay? Disney is very much demographic. I know people from all over the world go to Disney. I get that. But it's it's the heart of America, that company, right? It's a very American company. Disney is not stupid. Disney knows, okay, just look at this screenshot. Look at the people standing there. Disney knows a great number of their clientele are overweight. They're not stupid. Also, the ones who aren't overweight might be young families who have strollers and children. So they've made this place as easy to walk around. It's full of kids. It's full of kids, and it's full of heavy Americans. They know their demographic.
Locations have entries for wheelchairs.
It's not going to be a bunch of dirt damn paths. Like, come on.
There are no obstacles you're really going to have to come across. Aside from a few hills, and most of them in Animal Kingdom Park, most of the parks are fairly flat and easy to maneuver. However, when we talk about ease of participation, it's a little bit of a different story. Going to Disney, it really depends on what time of year you go. But during the most popular times, which happen to be the summer months, right, Disney is hot as hell. And it can feel like hell, literally. It's Florida, because right? 95 degrees.
It's Florida, right? Like swamps. Florida's friggin' hot, like Central America level heat almost. There's like swamps and bayous. Florida's like fucking insanely hot and humid in the summer, I would just assume, right? You guys will let me know, but I think that's pretty accurate.
85% humidity is a lot on the human body. So I would say, in general, Disney is an awesome place to travel if it's not unbearably hot. So one thing you might want to consider when planning a trip is if you don't do well with heat.
Any place is an awesome place to travel if it's not unbearably hot. Unbearable heat kind of in itself says not a fun vacation. There's our lunatics. Yeah, Val, I know you didn't sweat. Shut up. I was like standing in a shower every day. There's lunatics like me who we accept that where we going that we love is going to be unbearably hot. But yeah.
Think about that, because it's going to significantly affect your ease of participation and also just your ability to keep going. I need a nap on the hot days, guys. I go back to my hotel room with the delicious AC and I cool down. I also know lots of fun places to get AC at Disney. So one caveat to that temperature is there are lots of air-conditioned places you can kind of step off for a little bit, cool down, and then come back from. My personal favorite place to get AC is the China Pavilion in Epcot. It is ice cold. There are benches, and it's relatively quiet. So it's a nice, take a chill break spot within the park while recouping and getting your temperature.
The first thing she talks about, she's on DisneyWorld. You ever been there? Most of you, or probably a good deal of you, have been there. I was there when I was really little. It truly is a flippin' magical place, I gotta tell you. It's pretty cool. I'm not a Disney person, but man, they do things well. It is a cool friggin' place. And the first thing she's gonna talk about is where you can run from air conditioning to air conditioning and the best places to sit down. What the fuck?
Your back. But
It's the first
to be
thing
honest,
she's
as soon as you
talking
step
about.
back outside, it's still unbearably hot. Also, one thing to think about with that is there are a lot of parts of the park that are shaded. So you can also, if you don't have time to go in the AC or you're trying to walk through, you can try to avoid direct sunlight. Another alternative that's like a complete change of plans, if you want somewhere that's a little bit milder temperature all year round, try Disneyland. Being in California, it's got a little bit more of a consistent temperature and humidity, so it's better to plan for. Well, Disney World's weather can be pretty erratic and can be really, really hot and really, really humid and even rain at a drop's notice. In terms of pacing, Disney is a really go at your own speed type of place. And it's really what you make of it. Some people are power walking ride to ride, and some people are leisurely strolling. Like I said, there's lots of places to sit down and relax. There's nice snacks and there's water pretty much everywhere.
Okay, I don't know how to say this without sounding fat phobic and getting in trouble, but why is she wearing a bare midriff? Like, a shirt like that is made to show off your body, right? I mean, I guess we can say I'm fat phobic. She has every right to be proud of her body and she wants to show it off, and that is fine. Because it's hot. That little blip of tummy isn't cooling her down that much. It's just not. She would be cooler in a nice flowy muumuu or a sundress or something. This is, to me, and no bra, exactly, Shelley. I was thinking that too. Either no bra or like Amber, just a bad bra. It looks like a tight and hot outfit to me. The backpack straps on bare skin is going to chafe, for sure. It's just not a great outfit for this day. I feel like it's just for attention. You know? And she's welcome to do that. She can be proud of her body if she wants. But at that size, if you're dressing like that, is it not to get looked at? Is it? I mean, when you're a skinny person dressing like that, it's because you're trying to show off your body because you're proud of your body, right? So is that not then exactly what she's trying to do too? I don't know. Bobby, thank you. In terms of clothes, we could do better. Exactly. And also, that outfit isn't doing her any favors. She could find something that's flattering and cooler. I just feel like this is for attention. I don't know. That's going to be so, I'm telling you.
You can also bring your water bottle, and there is like water bottle refueling stations throughout the park. So if you
good, because I just saw a comment, and I'm sorry I didn't see who it was. So bottles of water in the park are $9. Jeez, that's a lot of money.
Buy water, that's okay. You can just bring your own water bottle and refill there. I end up just buying water because I forget, to be honest. I just forget to bring my own bottle. And then it gets exciting. Why is buying water at a theme park exciting? I don't know. I guess I'm just that girl.
What? What? Now, okay, fine. You can afford to buy bottled water. Go knock yourself out. I would find a better use for $9 than that, even if I was filthy rich. You know, you need a water bottle. Sometimes you need to throw it on the ground out of frustration. Still pissed that I left that water bottle in that shuttle. They only sell Dasani all over the park, Vamp says? Oh, Dasani's the worst. Dasani's the worst. Why are you spending so much money on this? I'm just that girl. Because, okay, why I've paused though is, why is it exciting? Why is buying bottled water exciting? For $9, you can buy a water bottle and just keep filling it up. That's $15 Canadian for a bottle of water in Disney World. Oh man, that's just rude. Those people, most people that go there are families with kids.
The girl who buys the water at the park. There really are places to sit everywhere. I used to joke with everyone that my favorite ride at Disney was bench, and that my second favorite ride was bathroom, because they're literally everywhere, and I probably ride those.
That's the saddest thing I've ever heard. Because so far we're like almost halfway through this video, and she still hasn't talked anything about the fun part of Disneyland. All we've heard about is where to get air conditioning and where to sit down. She did just say her favorite ride at Disney World is bench, and her second favorite ride is bathroom.
Two rides the most. But speaking of physicality, I should note that I have never gone into a Disney park and walked less than 5 miles. Even when I was not seeing the whole park, just going to part of the park, only going for part of the day, I've never successfully made it out of the park with less than 5 miles on my Apple Watch. And this is for a lot of reasons. First, getting from how you arrive at the park to the actual inside of the park.
Boy, all of these girls want credit for every goddamn step they take. They're not missing a step. They've all got Apple Watches and Fitbits, and every single one of these big girls, they all have that shit. Don't this? I assume Chantal has one too, right? No, 5 miles in Disney World. Excuse me. 5 miles in Disney World doesn't really sound like that much to me. Hang on. How many steps are in 1 mile?
It takes approximately 2,000 steps to walk a mile.
2,000 steps. So 5 miles is 10,000 steps. That's nothing. That's like an average day for an active person, a normal, low active person.
Is a bit of a distance. Additionally, if you're staying on property, all of the hotels have a fairly long walk to the bus. Well, some people would say it's short, but I think it's pretty long when I'm exhausted at the end of the day. Just factor that in, that there is quite a bit of walking from the car to the front of the park and from the park to wherever they drop you off to your hotel room. If walking is a concern for you, there are electric wheelchairs that you can rent once you arrive in the park, but they do go pretty quickly. On average,
Aw, they go pretty quickly. Isn't that a shame? So you can't get your lardy ass in a wheelchair that will take you right up to your hotel room. She is literally complaining about walking from where the bus dropped her off to her hotel room. I don't know why she travels. I mean, I've watched a couple of videos now of her traveling, but literally all she does is complain about everything. Like the whole world isn't built for her 400-pound frame, so it's a problem.
For me, a normal day at the park is 8 to 10 miles walking. So keep that in mind when you're planning. If that number sounds outrageous to you and you can't fathom doing that and you feel like you're going to need support, we'll talk about that in this next section, which is accessibility. Disney is extremely wheelchair friendly.
20,000 steps is a lot for one day. But when you're on vacation, that's kind of what you do, right? Unless you're going to some beach resort where you're just laying beside the pool. But I mean, I'm sure there was certainly days where we did like 18, 19,000 steps in Costa Rica. It's just what you do when you travel, you walk around.
I know I've already said this in the beginning of this video, but
she travels
they
to
go
eat.
Above and beyond. Almost all the rides have special entryways for wheelchairs.
Right.
All the staff are trained on how to guide you through. There is minimal walking. If you need help transferring from the chair to the ride and from the ride back into the chair, you can literally go with no walking. I personally went in an electric wheelchair when I had a busted foot and I had, really minimal walking I could do. And I had an amazing experience. You do not get to magically cut the ride. That is a myth. I want to shut that down now because I feel like it leads to people putting actual people who need wheelchairs at a disadvantage by demanding special treatment.
What, like because great big overweight lazy people want to get shuffled right up to the ride and cut the line? And they somehow think that they're entitled to do that? Well, there's probably people that are old or injured or disabled that actually have a need for that chair. This entitlement to wheelchairs because you're overweight is mind-blowing to me.
You will probably still have to wait in line. It might be a slightly different line because you have a wheelchair, but it's not like a magical fast pass to the front. That is not true. That is a rumor. That is not truth. What I will say, and I mentioned it just slightly before, is that there are wheelchairs in parks. So if you get exhausted and you need to get one, you might be able to get one. And I say might because on a busy day, they go fast.
hate this stuff. Alyssa Lee, see, this is why I hate this stuff. Alyssa says, this makes me so mad. My dad had 2 strokes. Obviously, he can't ride a coaster or anything, but these type of people make actual disabled people have to fight so much harder for the It's true. I mean, I went through it when I was pushing my, I pushed my mom around the city for almost 3 years in a wheelchair. And I would get so angry when I would have to wait to use some kind of handicapped accessible feature because there was a 22-year-old lazy fucking idiot wanting to use it for, like, the handicap doors. Like, I have to wait to go through a handicap door with a wheelchair because your 22-year-old ass doesn't want to go through the other door. That pisses me off. That just pisses me off. So I totally get you. Or like in the Eaton Center, waiting for the elevator. Like, nobody uses the elevators in the Eaton Center. It's 3 floors. It's there for people with disabilities and wheelchairs and strollers and things like that. And more than once I'd have to wait because there'd be, and over there where the Ryerson students, there's a whole bunch of students here too, right? So you have to wait while 20 students wait for the elevator to go up 3 floors because they don't want to take the escalator. There's escalators right there. But I have a wheelchair and I got to stand there and wait for them. That, and I'm not the only one. I know that everybody deals with that. But when I got that taste, I thought, my God, I have so much more compassion for people who live this every day because I knew for me it was a temporary state of being. I can't imagine. That is unbelievable to me. Anyway.
So
Sorry.
what I did instead, and it worked really great for me, and honestly was only about $150 for the
some
whole
electrolytes,
week, was just to rent one from a local vendor. It was available at my hotel when I arrived. I literally rode it on all the transportation to the parks, the monorails, the boats, the Skyliner, every single one of them works seamlessly with a wheelchair. So you can literally just take your wheelchair from your...
Jace, you better get hydrated. Jace just popped in here and said they're very sunburned. Jace, I can't believe you come in here and water shame us every week. And you went out without SPF 50 on? Jace, I'm drinking coconut water. By the way, try that Blue Lizard, the Australian one. The spray, it's like a powder. You don't even feel it on you. It's the most magical sunscreen I've ever used.
Hotel to the park. That way you're guaranteed you have one. If you decide you want to go without it one day, you can leave it at the hotel and then you can come back and get it if you need it. I just think it gives you a lot more flexibility. Also with the wheelchairs and along with the strollers in case you're pushing kids and just want something to hold on to give you balance after your body starts to deteriorate from too much walking. They can't leave the park they're in. So if you're park hopping, that can get real messy real fast. Again, if you have your own, then you can take your wheelchair from park to park to park to park.
Okay, we're 10 minutes into a 16-minute video, and all she's talked about still is where to sit down, how to get a wheelchair, where to find shade, and water. I haven't heard one... This does not make me want to go to Disney World at all. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun to me, this place.
But if you're in, like, let's say Magic Kingdom and you want to hop over to Hollywood Studios or Epcot, you're going to have to...
Even the footage, girl, you were there, and I know she's got a whole fucking team of people that she works with. Instead of seeing this Disney-sized poop emoji in the kitchen talking, why not play the goddamn B-roll from Disney World underneath your voiceover? Make it more interesting for us to look at. Let's see you on some rides. No. She's going to stand in the kitchen.
Get a new wheelchair at that new location and hope that there's still one there for you to get. So we just covered that the park is super accessible for people who are in a wheelchair, but what about those of us with bigger bodies? Now, I would say the park is about 90% there. Most of the rides, I would say literally 90% of the rides are...
How is that not entitled? The park is 90% of the way there of being able to accommodate me and my super morbidly obese body. They're getting there. Like as if they have to. You know, the world doesn't have to rebuild everything to accommodate you because you decided to binge eat. You know, binge eat, that's fine. I mean, I get it, but the whole world doesn't have to accommodate you. It just doesn't. You got to make sacrifices. I'm short. I didn't walk around my whole life demanding that everything get put lower and screaming height phobia because things were too tall. I adapted to the world because I'm short. That's what you gotta do.
Plus size friendly to an extreme. No discomfort, long seat belts, big seats. You maybe have some hitting on the sides if you're
Height
bigger
phobia.
hipped, but really great in terms of accessibility. Also, I would say that the cast members there are trained.
You think I don't want to look out a door peephole? You damn right I do. Do I walk around my whole life screaming about the inequities of the height of the door peephole? No.
On how to deal with situations with larger travelers. So they're not going to like shove 4 people in next to you. For example, when I ride Rise of the Resistance, I usually don't have a 4th person in the car. And that's
It's not because they're being super kind and accommodating because she's big, but she's really nice. It's a fucking safety issue, you big dummy. You weigh the same weight as 2 people. They can't overbalance things. She's
just
ridiculous.
for my comfort. I don't want to disturb that person. And I've never had to ask for it. It's just something that the Disney cast members have done seamlessly. And I think that is a really important part of being plus size.
Yeah, because they don't want to get sued. It's a safety issue. There are weight limits on all of those rides, on all of the seats, on all of the benches that carry more than one person.
Accessible is making sure that a person can just enjoy their day and doesn't feel called out or like they're having a unique experience because of it. It's all very quiet and very discreet and nothing is ever said to you. And I think it's just really well done. There are some rides that don't work for bigger bodies. Mine Train comes to mind, Flight of Passage, Entron for people with larger calves. I had problems with Garden of the Galaxy because I have such wide hips. Now I know a lot of other people rode it and were fine with it. What I will say is there is no definitive guide of whether your body will fit this ride. And I've seen a lot of people do reviews of the parks and declare certain rides plus size friendly and then not be able to ride that, aka Guardians of the Galaxy for me, which sucked. It was not a great experience. What I will say is this.
It's not happy about
all of
this.
that research is a really great basic understanding of the ride. You will not know 100% sure on those specific.
She's pissed off here because I guess she was watching plus size park hoppers or, something like that. And they told her that, yeah, at her size, absolutely she can get on the Gardens of the Galaxy ride. So I guess she was quite excited to get on the Gardens of the Galaxy ride. And when she got there, Mama Anna's hips were just too big to fit in the ride. So even though her weight was okay, she's just too big. Guardians of the Galaxy. Did I say gardens? I believe it if you're all saying it. Guardians.
More challenging to bigger body rides.
Bigger body. I love that. Bigger body.
So it's really up to you whether you try or not.
God, they all love the euphemisms. She uses bigger body. Amberlynn always says big girl or curvy girl. Like, Amber, you're not curvy.
I've seen people my size get on Flight of Passage because they have smaller calves. And obviously, I've seen people bigger than me who hold their weight up higher ride Guardians of the Galaxy. It just really depends on how your body's distributed. That said, PME Parks does
almost as if, now stay with me here, it's almost as if you were human-shaped. You could probably fit on all of the rides. Almost as if your body parts were the shape of, say, any average human. Then you could probably fit on those rides, but, you chose a different route.
Amazing reviews on each of the rides. And while you can't be certain for sure her review of it being plus size friendly or not is going to be accurate for your body, you can at least understand how the ride works and make a better judgment about whether it'll work for you. That's my only caveat, because I think for me it was really heartbreaking when I read, Guardians of the Galaxy works for plus size bodies, works for everybody, and then it didn't work for me. And I felt even shittier, for lack of a better word, because I felt like
even shittier than, it was even worse than just not fitting in the ride. She was told she could fit in the ride and then she couldn't fit in the ride. Made her feel even shittier. Sorry, I was distracted by that leg sticking out down there. I don't know what's going on under that blanket. Also, now we are 12 and a half minutes into a 16-minute video. Have you seen one clip of her having fun at Disney World yet? Have you seen any fun, colorful B-roll? It's Disney World. Why is there no pictures or videos?
Like now I was not even in the plus size community. I was like in some other world. And
Well, girl,
I don't want to do that to you. I think that bodies are weird, and bodies are, and I say weird as in like not a negative thing. We're just different. We're all different. And you're really not going to know what works for your body until you put it in that situation. So make your choices wisely about that and go with someone you love who can support you if it doesn't work out. When I couldn't ride Guardians of the Galaxy, it was embarrassing and I didn't feel great about it.
I wish
But
you would
the
have
cast
filmed
members
it.
were super discreet about it. There was no like, hey, this girl can't fit. It was just very like, hey, you want to get up and go?
What do you think they're gonna do? She keeps saying how respectful the cast members were. You're a paying customer in the park. Do you really think they're gonna shame you for your size? Also, Anna, you're American. I hate to break it to you, but you are absolutely not unique at Disney World. You're not the first bigger body they've had to deal with.
Go out. I just acted like I was scared. I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Which was a great, great cover up. We're a terrible one.
It was a terrible one. Girl, everybody around you knew what you were doing, and you made yourself look like an even bigger fool. So now she's telling us that when she went to the ride and she couldn't fit in the ride, to save herself from the embarrassment of the people behind her knowing she couldn't fit in the ride, she pretended she was too scared to go on the ride. But what a good cover-up that was. Jen says Jordy calls them the park-sized play hoppers. Pork-sized park hoppers. I didn't say that.
I don't know. I can't read everybody's minds around me. And I had a really good friend with me, and she was like, we just went on with the park the rest of the day as if it were normal. We didn't focus on that moment. So I say, if you are nervous about fitting a ride, just make sure whoever you're going up to that ride with is someone you feel really comfortable with who can support you if it doesn't work out. Like I said, 90% of the rides are perfectly fine. And the rides that tend to be more challenging are the more thrill rides. So if you're looking for a category to exclude.
Auntie Crazy? You're crazy. Thank you for that generous super sticker. Oh my God, Auntie's gone crazy. Thank you so much. That's very generous of you.
Anything that's super thrill ride may be the issue. But again, it's not a blanket statement because Thunder Mountain, that's fine. Works perfectly fine. Everest, that's fine. And those are technically thrills. So check out Pammy Parks and also just be prepared to take it on the chin if something doesn't work out and make sure it's worth your mental sanity to fight for it. That's it. So if I had to rank all of this according to the T, I would say terrain is pretty much a 5 out of 5.
I would
guess
guess
super easy to get around and is really designed for accessibility. The ease of participation. I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. People come back.
Look at Auntie said, you're so welcome. I've been binge watching for days and driving my other half nuts. Oh, Uncle Crazy, don't go crazy.
Back from Disney exhausted for a reason. And I think going into this experience, not realizing that is how a lot of people have bad Disney trips. So if it feels overwhelming, just plan ahead and
I hate her editing. She does this, a lot of them, and I should do it too. Like they zoom in and out when they're talking to make it a little more visually interesting. But hers is really awkward. It just goes chink, 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 chink. It's very weird. Did you notice the camera movement, how the framing goes? I find it
super easy to get around and is really designed for accessibility. The ease of participation.
This one, I guess.
I'm giving this a 3 out of 5. People come back from Disney exhausted for a reason. And I think going into this experience, not realizing that is how a lot of people have bad Disney trips. So if it feels overwhelming, just plan ahead and get a wheelchair. Then that bumps you up to like 5 out of 5 because it removes a lot of that stress that you have from all of the walking and all of the strenuous activity in the sun. Last, we have the accessibility. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Disney does a great job at being accessible.
You know, she has a lot of money. This is a content creator who's fairly successful, right? When I've noticed she does a lot of videos like this, like standing and talking videos. And what I don't understand is, why don't you have like 3 cameras on you? She should have like 3 different cameras on her. So yeah, it would be so much better for the editors. They could cut it together so much better. Like, if I was doing this, I would use my webcam and my phone camera to give me 2 angles on it to do this kind of that. If I was doing that sort of video, like the editing's bad. Like this clunky up and down, zooming in and out. It's really
both
weird.
people in wheelchairs and people in bigger bodies, but there's still some rides we can't fit. Now, I don't know if that's things that could have been changed with the design or not, but it's something to keep in mind that is an obstacle. Not every single ride is going to.
Deb says, "Who's pushing that wheelchair?" I believe she's got staff. Like, she has a crew, right? She makes good money. She has a team of people that she works with. And I think that they go on vacation with her. She can't travel alone. Come on.
That said, comparing a Disney park to like a Universal park, you will be able to ride a considerable amount more of rides at Disney than you would ever be able to ride at those parks. So I think for the most part, for an amusement park, they're probably a 5 out of 5. But for a general score about everything, that they're like a 4 out of 5. I hope that gives you more insight when you're planning your Disney trip on what may or may not work for you.
Not really, you didn't say much.
And what to be prepared for emotionally. I hope it helps you decide whether a Disney trip is right for you. And if so, how you want to enjoy that trip, whether it be walking or using a mix of walking and a scooter or just a scooter by itself. However you want to go, I hope you feel more informed and more prepared to visit the House of Mouse. And with that, guys, I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Go out and see the world. Peace.
There you go. Go out and see the world. Can't say I disagree with that sentiment. She's a lot, eh? Like, she's weird. She's different than Amber for sure. But she's the House of Mouse. That was kind of cute. But that video told us literally nothing, really. What did that video tell you? What was your takeaway from that video? Mine was that Disney's well paved, and there's lots of air conditioning if you need it, and the rides are big. She didn't show us any Disney footage. She didn't show herself on any of the rides, fitting or not fitting. Like, she espouses that her channel is to educate plus size bigger bodies and help them make travel decisions, etc., etc. Well, then, would not have filming not being able to fit on that ride? Okay, embarrassing. I'll give you that. But if your goal is to educate, would that not have been an important thing to include in your video? You know, you got to include some failures as well as some successes, right? She doesn't show us anything. Oh, right, Bobby reminds me that she did tell us there's her 2 favorite rides are bench and bathroom. She must be a hoot to go to Disney World with. But like, let's do the teacups, but you'd have to get in your own teacup probably, because she'd fill up one of the cups probably. That's a big teacup full of Anna. No, I can't imagine working with her as fun. Like she complains constantly. I mean, she frames it differently. Like, she describes it in ways that don't make her look bad, and she does it with a big fake smile on her face and a little giggle, but it's all complaining. Like, she's constantly complaining. Can you imagine what she's like when the camera's off? Oh, I bet she's a nightmare. I bet she's a nightmare when the camera's off. That was Disney World. Not that you could tell, because she didn't show us anything. But apparently that was Disney World. My coffee's running low. But I kind of want to watch this Amber video. Are you down to watch another video? Teacup's another place to sit. Exactly, Linus. Should we watch a little Amberlynn Reid? Unlike Amber, I don't actually have a timer set. No, I figure we're all a little thirsty. Jace has allowed their burn. Good, Jace. Good, Jace. Drink lots of water now. Everybody, remind Jace, just stay hydrated. It's your turn. Okay, this might be incredibly boring, and we might regret this. I didn't watch it. You think I'm supposed to screen stuff? I don't always do that. I did it for Anna. I didn't do it for Amber. You can't make me watch this twice. Come on, fair is fair. I just thought with all the liver talk lately, I know if you guys probably noticed I put up a couple of shorts. I put up a short about her high blood pressure, and I put up a short about her liver, because apparently she was diagnosed with fatty liver disease at the age of 21 and did nothing. Didn't change her diet, didn't get on med, did nothing to change it. So that was 14 years ago. She was diagnosed with fatty liver disease. Geez, I wonder why it's flaring up now. So I did a quick search and I found this video called "Are Gallstones a Lifesaver?" Talking with Amberlynn Reid. It's from 11 years ago, guys. This video is from March 2014. Good Lord, some of you probably weren't even born. I'm kidding. It's 15 minutes long. It might be very boring because, this is the Amberlynn Reid baby voice era. 11 years ago, she was just a snip of a thing. Just a tiny snip of a girl. 480p is the highest resolution we can have on this particular video. And there she is. Jen, the nurse, is enjoying the title, "Are Gallstones a Lifesaver?" Yes, Jen, that's the title. Are gallstones a lifesaver? Hey, I need to fill this up. Let me grab some coconut water, and I'll be right back. I'm running out of coffee. We're doing 2. You gotta give me a second. I'll put the camera on the boy, and I'll annoy him. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I needed extra hydration. This is the shit. Slip of a girl. Look, I'm so hot. It's so hot. It's actually hot in here today. It's not usually. I know, I'm like Amber. Do you want to watch me use a container like Amber? Here, hang on. This is important. So you take your Vita, but this container is too big for me to drink out of. So I'm going to put it in my Roar bottle. So this is what you do, okay? You take one container. This container has liquid. Usually liquid, like not a solid, but more like a liquid. And then you take another bottle that may or may not have liquid, but not all the way up to the top. Or solid, like if that's full of sand, it won't work either. So you have to make sure this is more or less an empty vessel. And this one has, again, a liquid. A gas or a solid won't work. So you want to take it and pour it in here. Like, I'm not going to pour it all in there. I'm just going to pour some. So now we have 2 containers. And they each have some liquid. I know you like a tutorial. A solid would work if it was small like sand, but then it would prohibit the liquid. So then ultimately it really wouldn't work. I know, women in STEM. Women in STEM. Listen, if you need there is a sipping tutorial in the members' videos. Linus has a water dispenser. Wow, that's a whole different ballgame. Yeah, you're going way out in left field with that. It is an educational channel. Today we've learned about what a scramble is, and we've learned about pouring one liquid into another container. Although, if you've been watching Amber, you would have known that. She already showed us how to, I mean, she did use laundry soap, but still a liquid, right? See how that works? Idiots. I'm just so into coconut water right now since this trip. And it's full of electrolytes. Okay, this video, again, our gallstone's a lifesaver. Talking with Amberlynn Reid. Let's go, girl. Let's tell us all about this.
Hello, everybody. So, I can already tell that I have a horrible glare going on, and I hope that doesn't affect this video.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
What is she doing?
So,
oh, God, back in these days, she's so quiet. I've got her cranked all the way up. In these videos, back in these days, she did these really slow fade transitions. It's so hard to cut these videos when you're using them in compilations because the transition is like 6 seconds long, and it's just so awkward. It's just bad editor.
Look up like this, and you guys don't really see a glare. Or I can look at y'all like this. Which would you prefer?
And you're like this.
I don't want to do either. So I'm just going to say I'm sorry for the glare. It's going to happen. Don't worry, I won't always be wearing my glasses, but a lot of the time I will be. And just focus on my words or my back.
I was under the impression that I've always been told that the glasses she had weren't hers. They weren't prescribed to her, and that she found them in Destiny's car. Now, she's with Crystal here, and that's before Destiny, and she has glasses. Are these different glasses? Or did she actually have glasses at one point? I'm confused now.
Brown. Not these cray glasses, because they do help me see. So, anyways, welcome to my Talking with Amberlynn video. You guys are getting... I don't know what that means. You guys are getting 2 fingers? No. You guys are getting...
Wow, she's bad at this.
Anyways, clearly I'm having difficult filming today. I meant to say you guys are getting a Talking with Amberlynn video 2 days in a row. That's what I meant to say.
Wow, this is bad. Why didn't she edit? Why didn't she? I mean, she's editing. We see the incredibly long, slow transitions, and yet she left in that whole first chunk on purpose.
Talking with Amberlynn video consisted of me saying that I'm not going to eat sweets anymore, which yesterday was day 1, because that means 1 day. What is wrong with me? I need to get it together. Focus. Don't look at the glare. Even I'm looking at the glare. But I need to stop.
Oh, she's bad
stop
at this.
moving my fingers and my hands and just focus, because this video is...
Does she really think she's got 250,000 subscribers because of this kind of lifestyle vlog content? She does think she's adorable.
It's not going to go anywhere. Alright, now I'm talking to myself.
Okay, Heidi and Coffee are telling Coffee Time are telling us that Crystal got yes, that sounds familiar. Crystal got glasses, and then Amber demanded to go get an eye test, and she got glasses too. Crystal's parents took her to the eye doctor, and they got her glasses. That sounds very familiar.
So, yesterday was day 1 of my no sweet thing, and I did fantastico, so I'm very happy with that.
Of course you are.
But I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about something else, sort of. So, about 2 years ago, I started.
I have the ability to make this girl talk faster. I forgot. We have the power, guys. We can make her talk faster. Look at that.
Having really bad pains in my top dog.
This has been reviewed by thousands and 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 thousands of people.
Abdominal area, which is kind of like under my boobs. Yeah, that's probably TMI. Anyways, but it was hurting really bad, and my girlfriend's mom thought it was just gas, as embarrassing as it sounds. So I believed it, but it kept getting worse and worse. So I went to the hospital, and honestly can't tell you what they told me. I don't even remember, but they told me, I think they actually thought it was gas too, now that I think about it, because they said, don't eat so much fiber or something like that. So,
yeah, Amber eats too much fiber. That's always been her problem, isn't it? All the fiber she eats. Really? She went to the ER because of this pain, but she doesn't remember what they told her. She doesn't remember what they told her. She's an actual idiot.
I started to eat less fiber, and it just kept getting worse and worse.
She ate a shit ton of beans in this era? Okay. I mean, to be fair, high fiber can give you terrible gas pains. I went through a period of where I thought I had to eat more fiber because I'm old, and they tell you should eat more fiber. So I increased my fiber, and I was in like ridiculous constant pain. Like one night I almost went to the hospital. I was laying on my living room floor. I thought I might die. It's all just gas and stuff. So yeah, too much fiber can certainly do that to you. But look at her face.
I mean, there were times where I literally was hunched over, like in agony, just
I believe that.
tears, and I didn't know what to do, and it was so bad that I couldn't stay still, and my girlfriend was just like freaking out. She didn't know what to do for me. I didn't know what to do. So I ended up going back to the hospital because what they suggested clearly wasn't working. So this time they decided to do tests on me because the first time they didn't. And let me tell you, it pisses me off. I wish I could sue them. Okay? Because
oh my god, 11 years ago she was still snarky about... She's always been snarky about doctors. I wish I could sue them because they didn't do the tests on me the first time. Fuck, girl, you're too much, man.
They made me do something that made me worse, which was, they said, don't eat, so much fiber. So I believed them. But anyways, after they...
Okay, so now she's saying that she went in, they diagnosed her with gas pain. They told her to cut down on the fiber. So now she's saying that because they told her to cut down on the fiber, it made her worse. So she wants to sue them for giving her bad medical advice. Are you for real, girl?
The test. Hold up. Let me rewind this a bit. Before they did the test, I legit told them, I want you to give me a gallbladder test. Or not a gallbladder test.
She told
Everybody
them.
has a gallbladder. I want you to give me a gallstone test. I think I have gallstones. And they looked at me like I was crazy. I'm 22 years old. Or was it?
My uncle, may he rest in peace, was one of these guys who would tell you a story. He was a real timid, quiet, shy guy, But he'd tell you these stories where he was like the big man, and I went up to that son of a bitch and I told him I'm not taking this shit. And you knew Uncle Ken never did that once in his life. Like, you knew he never did that. But those are the kind of stories he'd regale the family with, right? Like, I told that son of a bitch. Amber's like that. Like, remember, this is a woman who's afraid to yell bingo in a bingo hall sitting beside her mother. But at 21 years old, she had the nerve to walk into that ER and she told that doctor, I'm demanding you give me a gallbladder test. She's so full of fucking shit. She's never talked to a doctor like that. I don't believe that for a minute.
21. I think I was 22. Either way, it don't matter. They looked at me like I was insane. They're like, there's no way you have, sorry, my bra and my shirt, just things that complicate everything. Anyway, they're like, there's no way you have gallstones. And I'm like, how could you say that? And they just kept saying how I'm young and stuff like that. And I'm like, I don't care what the number on my birth certificate says or my ID or anything like that. What matters is what's wrong with me, and I want you to give me a test. And,
bullshit. Bullshit. She never said that to a doctor. She never said that to a doctor. First of all, the doctors never said to her, you're only 21. There's no way that you've got gallbladder stones. The doctor never said that to her. And she never said to the doctor, I don't care what my birth certificate says. You do that test because I know what's going on in my body. She is so full of shit. It's unbelievable.
Doing it, and come to find out, they came back actually completely shocked. And they're like, you have a bunch of gallstones. You have multiple gallstones on your gallbladder. And I'm like, duh. I could have told you that.
Duh. So I went up to that head surgeon and I said, duh. I could have told you that. How have only 1,500 people seen this video? 1,580 views. This is delicious Amberlynn Reid content.
So I already knew it was wrong, but I was just hoping that I was wrong, if that makes sense. So I went through this whole thing, and I legit cried when they told me, because they said if it gets too bad, you have to get it taken out. And it was already to that point where I would much rather have it out of my body, but I don't have insurance. I don't have a doctor. I don't have money for any of that. And on top of that, surgery scares the out of me. Okay. So they gave me a number for a surgeon, I guess like a cheap one or whatever. So I ended up going there, and he just told me, you know, it'd be best you get gastric bypass while you're getting your gallbladder out and all this stuff. And I'm just like, honestly, I don't have the money for this. I don't have the money for gastric bypass. I don't have insurance, so this just isn't going to work.
True.
So he told me how to change my eating habits, which was high in fiber, which the hospital was wrong. No fats, like low fats, because I have to eat fats, and just all this stuff. So he tried to help me, and you know, I'm a little freaked out. I have gallstones, and I'm already like a hypochondriac already. Okay, no, so I'm scared. And he told me that if it gets bad, you know, the stones can go to my liver and I could die. I mean, that's pretty much what he said, and it scared me.
So they told her to eat high fiber, low fat, and these things would help her. And you know, if she doesn't do that, gallstones could eventually, you know, move over to her liver. I don't know. That's what they told her. And, you know, when that happened, she could die. So, of course, her first response was to absolutely not change her diet for the next 15 years.
Out of me. It honestly, truly did. I mean, how could you be told that and not be scared? I mean, if I had insurance or if I had the money, you know, I wouldn't be so scared because I know that that surgery is available for me. So after that meeting, you know, I changed my eating habits, and I noticed that when I started eating high in fiber foods,
you didn't.
I started gaining weight. And it was frustrating to me because I was still trying to diet 2 years ago. That's when I was losing a lot of weight, and probably one of the main reasons why I do have gallstones, because you get them from rapid weight loss. And I was losing weight fast. I lost about 6 pounds in like 3 months. It was pretty extreme.
That's not rapid enough weight loss to cause gallbladder stones. And also, probably a lie. 20 pounds a month. That's 5 pounds a week. That's not rapid weight loss. I don't think that's... I mean, that's a nice pay. That's great. Congratulations if you did. But I don't think that's rapid enough weight loss that it's going to cause gallbladder stones.
And So that was happening, and I was just really upset that I was gaining weight. So I stopped eating how I was supposed to eat. But nothing was wrong with my gallbladder. I wasn't getting pain. I wasn't sick. I wasn't anything. So I went on all the way until now, obviously, without having a gallbladder attack or gallstone sickness, as I call it, um, until recently. Until recently.
Oh,
Ugh. It's just, it got me speechless. That's all I can say, okay? So I want to say about 2 weeks ago, I started feeling, sick in my abdomen.
it got me speechless. What is that? That's a weird way to describe it, isn't it? Would you not say something like, "Oh my God, I was in the worst pain I've ever felt," or like something about the pain? Not, it got me speechless. Weird.
And I'm like, oh no, maybe I'm just hungry or, this and that. But that wasn't it. And then a couple days went on and I noticed that here comes a gallstone attack. I was in the car. And I don't really talk to people about it because nobody I know has ever had gallstones, so they don't understand. So I feel like,
And you also don't talk to anybody around you like Crystal's parents, because you were already given a very strict diet to adhere to ensure that you didn't have these kind of attacks anymore. Because I imagine every time you have an attack like this, if you have to go to the ER, that it's Crystal's parents who are paying for that ER visit. So why would you adhere to a diet that the doctors have given you that will ensure that you have no more pain or attacks, when you can just be a lazy sow, eat whatever the hell you want, and they'll pay for everything, right?
it's just a waste of my breath, to be honest. So the only person I do talk to about it is my girlfriend, and she gets really worried, and I can understand that. But so about a week and a half ago, I did have a mini gallstone attack, and it hurts really bad. And
So a
as the days went
second
on,
one.
every single night, after I ate my dinner and then my dinner and my lunch, my dinner and my snack, I noticed I am just freaking sick. My gallstones are acting up, and I don't talk about this on my blog.
You stopped eating the diet that they prescribed you to eat. I don't understand. I'm confused. Why would you do this to yourself? The doctor says, if you eat this, you won't be in pain. And she says, but I don't like that. I want to eat the fat.
Really, it's something that
She is wearing her scarf is cute. She's wearing a kind of cute skull scarf.
I like to keep private because I get so sick and I freaking hate it, and it hurts so bad. Like, I don't even have words for it. It brings me to tears, and I just freaking hate it, okay? If you've had gallstones, you understand. So last night I got desperate because last night it was one of the worst nights almost ever. Well, not quite ever. It's been worse, but I mean, it was pretty bad. So, me, got on my laptop, Googled, and
Dr.
normally
Google.
when I Google stuff, I'm kind of like, are they telling the truth? But I went to a bunch of different websites and I tried searching for the foods I can eat and the foods I can't eat when you have gallstones. And I was friggin'
The doctors already gave you a diet. Why not just go back to the diet the doctors gave you? No, she's going to get on Google, because she's going to twist and squeeze that Google until she finds some whacked out doctor who prescribes the kind of diet that she wants to eat. Because the ones that the hospital gave her, she doesn't like that diet. You see, it doesn't allow for the shit she wants to eat. So she's going to get on Dr. Google and squeeze it and twist it and turn it until she finds the result that she wants.
shocked at the things that I found. Onions. You don't want to eat those when you have gallstones. And I eat onions every single night. Every single night. What else is there? I mean, there's so many things. I can't even name them to you. Regular pastas or, see, my mind's like drawing a blank, but literally everything that I'm pretty much eating lately has been something that triggers my gallstones.
Yeah, you mentioned that went at the beginning of the story. You decided the high fiber diet made you gain weight, so you stopped eating it. And then as soon as you stopped eating it, you started having gallbladder attacks every fucking night. How dumb was she?
And so I tried looking at what I can eat because it seemed like everything that I do eat was on a can't list. So I was like, what am I going to do with my life? So what I can eat, is whole grain and whole wheat things, brown rice, potatoes, vegetables and fruits, and
Great.
chicken and turkey and things
Perfect.
like that. But there's so many things that I can't have that it really freaks me out. It's kind of like I feel caged off to the world now. I have no other way of explaining it, and I honestly, it just sucks to be unhealthy. Having gallstones is unhealthy. I mean, I don't know how it is healthy, but
She doesn't care about her health. she only cares about her health when it prohibits her from eating what she wants. As long as she can keep eating the way she wants to eat and eat the things that she wants to eat, then she ignores whatever health problem it is. It's fine. She just ignores it. It's only once it affects her diet and once she can't indulge herself, that's when she cares about the health issue.
so why I made this video anyhow, I don't know why I'm so long-winded, please don't ask. That I am changing my eating habits even more. You could have told me a week ago, Amberlynn, you need to get more healthy. I would have looked at you and been like, excuse me, I'm as healthy as it freaking gets. But comes to find out, actually I'm not. I was eating, Weight Watcher snacks every night, and don't get me wrong, I love couscous, but it's not the greatest option for you. It's processed to the extreme, and
Hmm?
it has a lot of sodium in it, the ones that I buy, and stuff like that. So that has to be cut off completely. And it's just, I just wanted to kind of document this, that today, my life.
Guess she didn't cut it off because it was in the Destiny era that I clocked the video where she took her blood pressure and her blood pressure was 182/90. I can't even believe it. 182/90. And she didn't even think about going immediately to the emergency room. She was concerned that she was going to have to go tell them downstairs, Destiny and her mom. So I guess she didn't give up the sodium at this point.
Has changed completely, and it's actually quite nerve-wracking.
Excuse me.
So not only am I going to be changing my lifestyle completely,
I'm sorry to interrupt, Amber, but can you just look at the cat? Look at that pose. Val, paint real like your French girls. He's got legs. Jen, you're a nurse, right? 182/90. And she kind of brushed it off and said, I'll check again and maybe it'll be lower. I was like, girl, that's stroke territory. You should be going immediately to the emergency room.
but my girlfriend is right by my side. We are going to be as healthy as it gets. I'm going to be eating whole grain breads, and I'm not going to have any more breakfast bars. I'm not going to have any more sweets. I'm even going to get a healthier yogurt than Yoplait Light. Can you believe that? I'm not going to eat boxed foods besides like.
Yeah, Amber, it was your yogurt. That was the problem all along, is the Yoplait Light. Wasn't light enough. You screwed up with your yogurt choices. Oh, there he goes. He's hiding
rice
again.
And stuff like that. And I'm not even going to saute my foods anymore, which some people believe that's frying. I'm going to be putting it all in the oven. I'm here to change my life, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So
some people believe that sauteing is frying. It is, Amber. What else would you describe it as? It's a quick fry.
I want to ask myself, has getting gallstones ruined my life, or has it actually made it better? I feel like if it wasn't for me getting gallstones, that I wouldn't be becoming this healthier person.
There you go. There it is.
So is it safe to say that as much as me having gallstones terrifies me to the extreme, is it safe to say that I'm actually a little bit grateful that maybe gallstones in a way could be saving my life? And if I do this right, I can conquer them gallstones and kick them in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Just thank you guys so much for watching, and watch me kick these gallstones in the ass, please. Bye.
Oh, look at Fatopia comes up next. What is that? What is this? We're not watching it, but I'm just curious. Fatopia. Well, this looks interesting. In an era of activism, filmmaker Connor Lake Simpson enters the world of fat acceptance, a provocative social movement that's seeking to change the negative perception of obesity. Interesting. There you go. Funny that that comes up right after her, though. Well, there you go. Gallbladders saved her life because she started eating healthy. She gave up the salt. She's a changed. From that point on, she was a changed woman. The gallbladders, the gallstones, saved her life. Yeah, a fat acceptance documentary, but I don't know if it's for or against the movement. I haven't seen it. Well, there you go. That was interesting. Actually, I'm surprised that video has so few views because I know she's boring in that era, but that was a pretty good one. I think that was a little hidden gem of an Amber video. You know, given how arid the landscape in the Amberverse is right now, that was a bit of a jewel. That was kind of interesting, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. It sure enough was. Holy cow, it's almost 8 o'clock. You know what that means? I gotta go. I gotta go get cream. I gotta go buy some cream. And we gotta watch some, tonight, of course. We're continuing with Married at First Sight. We're starting the home visits. That show is insane, man. The drama just never stops. So why don't we start that at 8:30 in the Discord? Give me 40 minutes to, run out to the store and come back and make a coffee. And I should eat something probably. Maybe I'll buy chips. Oh my god. Do some retro? Heck, not now. Maybe another day. Hey, tomorrow. You know what tomorrow is? That's right, tomorrow is Amberlynn Reid's public live stream. I don't think it's going to happen. But if it does, you can meet at the Discord. About 15 minutes before she streams, the carpools will be waiting. Bring your own snacks. And if a couple of people could bring folding chairs, there seems to be a bigger crowd at Laney's and we're running out of places to sit. So that would be really helpful if you could do that. Thanks. All right, I'm going to go. Thank you all for joining me and Rio, the cave splunker. Rio. He's not coming out. You're just going to have to look at his bum and say goodbye to his tail. And until we meet again, you know the routine. Just be kind. And hasta luego. Bye.